beautiful divine masculine and feminine darlings. This is the Seraphim Gypsy, SeraFae Indigo Empress, and Shiloh Horizon. I don't plan to be here for too long, but I had a little spill, didn't we? Clean that up. I do have a little reading to do. So I was listening to a song earlier, posted it in my community board. It was a reference of a divine masculine, and then I knocked over a deck on accident while I was listening to this, and the cards, and they matched the song. The song was Conversations with My Wife by John Bellion. And he says, would you love me when my phone turns off? I don't want to be a digital my phone turns off. I don't want to be a digital Jesus. This is also divine feminine in some cases. It's like a mirrored energy. We'll lose our followers and both get lost. It's me and you inside real life. I just want me and you inside real life. So there's a reference also of divine masculine, he says, I'm turning my phone off Saturday, Sunday. It's Russ. Fendi Bucket. So he's talking about spending quality time with her without distractions. So he's wanting to spend time with her. Their time together is a gift within its own right, but there were references of getting her away from a toxic community or tuning out the community so that they can just spend quality one-on-one time together. It's maybe working together. Mature woman in reverse. There was a reference of a karmic female, though, who tried to infiltrate or influence a home environment. And what is that I'm hearing? It's Ashniko. You three-headed snake, I heard the gossip, I heard the rumor that you said you made me who I am. You're so toxic. You can't stand to see me shine, you better buy a visor. You don't ever cross my mind. What's a sheep to a tiger? On your horse so high, I swear to God I'm higher. Got you begging for a dime. I wouldn't throw you a fiver. Got You're begging for some relevance, but as soon as I pull up on you, boo, I scare you like a skeleton. And you can't stand to see me shining. So he says, I hear flowers need the rain also. By Pablo. Wealthy man's divine masculine stepping up, offering communication. Something about he feels like he can offer her a change in a toxic situation, right? Rebalance the scales after people were trying to steal from her, cause her losses, because he sees that they were trying to come between the connection. They wanted to cause despair to the lovers, but you see, this is backfired. They put all this work in for nothing, because look, this just got stuck to the table. Even though they thought that they could block everything in Divine Feminine's life, I would say, they did not expect her to be able to move around it. For look at the house in the background, Divine Masculine to come through, family room. I picked this energy up this morning too, like if Divine Feminine already has kids, this is somebody who loves her children. It's a soul connection, and they also prefer him. I hear stepdaddy energy, but I do feel like it's beyond that, because this is an energy where the karmic males in the situation they were not present, or they were sperm donors, they were not good people or parents or whatever crossover and combination. And so the children never really resonated with them at all, but they do with this Divine Masculine. And in some cases, these children, the reason that they resonate with this Divine Masculine is because they were his children in other lives. Even though they may not biologically be his from this life, they are, spiritually speaking, and they were genetically in another life. So they came back. Male and female. There's something about, look, judgment being cast upon the people who tried to target the privileged lady. That's a situation. Oh, look, see the hostage situations or kidnap situations, right? The children. That's being put to rest now. Because they're upright people who know what's going on and they don't want it to continue. Wealthy man. Thoughts. He's not confused. He knows what he wants. Divine Feminine and a happy household with her. He says, I'm coming for you in the best way possible. And this is also wanting to see the adjudication in the marriage card here. He's wanting to marry her. Home and family dynamic. So there's that. I see another deck. Let's grab it. Shall we? Divine Masculine. How he thinks about, or what he's thinking about Divine Feminine, is that I hear she makes him feel, I hear spry, young, but also they have this youthful vitality to them, both of them, and they bring each other. Told you, there's something about them working together, or that they will be. He also knows that Divine Feminine is disciplined in regards to work. They'd be good partners, teammates. They're also very, very dedicated to the path. Soulmate. Okay. What is he feeling about Divine Feminine? He wants to spend time with her, or he's feeling like He needs to spend time with her. Soul path, and God is guiding him towards her. And it's a magnetized connection. He can't help it. It's just a natural, here, effervescent draw of that forever young energy, effervescence, like little fairy spirits. It's bubbly. He can't help it. He's going to reach out, wants to reach out. With some kind of offer, possibly of spending time or connecting or, yeah, look. Hey, come spend time with me, come live with me, let's let's get married. Maybe not right off the jump, but this is somebody that's, they know what they want and they're set in this connection, and so it's not like they need a long time to figure this out. They may already have an idea that this is what they're wanting. It's just a matter of executing the plan. What does he want? Natural evolution, precisely. Just executing the plan. Like, he already knows that he wants to be with her forever, but he's not going to propose to her on their first date. He says maybe the third. That's funny. $122, life partner, natural evolution. So have a fabulous day. Blessings. Memento. Like, he might not propose on the first date, as I said, but he joked maybe the third. Memento proposal. Because they've been together in pre-incarnations, and so he wants this to come forth again. There's benefit of the doubt here in the friend zone, so he may feel like, I hear he does, that he was more interested in her, but either she was in a position, possibly dealing with trauma or something, I heard, where she didn't recognize the connection first, or she was focused on trying to put up a shield and survive, or she just didn't want to make him uncomfortable, overstep his boundaries, or be presumptuous. He says, oh, so she was being polite, I would say. What is he doing to get what he wants? Gift giving, there it is. Memento, proposal. This could be a gift of spending time together. I'm seeing somebody go on vacation or just a little adventure, travel, opportunity. Yeah, it's to spend time. What is he doing to get what he wants? He's bringing this connection together, lasting love. Yeah, see, there was a deeper connection here than maybe they let on or were open about it first. Friendly support, exactly. Like, it wasn't that there was friend zoning going on. There was a deeper connection there, but it's just that neither of them wanted to presume that both of them felt like that or make the other uncomfortable. Yeah. And there is a friendship energy here, but it's more of a best friend, like where you marry your best friend and it's like having a forever sleepover with your favorite weirdo. Benefit of the doubt, meaning just because in this case they were not trying to overstep any boundaries, it wasn't that neither of them were interested, just that both of them were letting on at that point. Benefit of the doubt, meaning it's not that they're interested in other people or that they're not interested at all. It's not that they're trying to friend zone. It's just that they do value the connection deeply, as best friends do and should. But it's more than that. It's a bonded love. And I feel like this is one that's come from many lifetimes. Proposal, right? Gift. Also seeing t-shirt. I hear t-shirt by Thomas Rhett. So it's like she sleeps in his t-shirt or hangs out around the house in his t-shirt, especially after they get up. You can wear my t-shirt right there, your hair messed up like a Guns N' Roses video. Oh, so hot. You were moving around in the TV light, and I ain't never seen anything like your dress, my floor, the way you wore, and my t-shirt. Hey pretty baby, do you wanna come over? You move my way and then you come on closer. I like the way you wear my t-shirt, your hair right there, I messed up like a Guns N' Roses video. Oh, you're hot. Fearless love. I'm not afraid to take this leap. Courageous leap into the unknown. I mean, like, what if she doesn't reciprocate? What if this doesn't work out yet? But what if it does? Kane Brown also has a song about that. What ifs? It's called What If I Hurt You? What if I mess this up? I hear you, girl. I feel you, girl, but not so fast. 'Cause what if I was made for you and you were made for me? What if we're meant to be? What if I'm the one? Hold on, what does he say? Something about changing her name. What if I'm the one who's meant to be changing your name? Like giving her his last name is what he's talking about. What if this is our last first kiss? Yeah. You're worthy. And this is the final outcome. What's behind the disguise is that he really does value her. He's very chivalrous, but really it's because he didn't want to scare her away or overstep her boundaries or be presumptuous, because he didn't want to mess the connection up. He still doesn't. This is because he wants it to last forever, because he has this deep love for her. He felt like he needed to pace himself. I hear forever wasn't built in a day. Perfect match. So he's also giving her the benefit of the doubt that she's not disinterested. It's just that when he pulled back for whatever reason, she reciprocated and responded to that energy by giving him that space. It's like if he shows her that he's not interested, she's not going to chase him. She respected that. So he thinks, well, you're not interested because you're not chasing. And she thinks, no, you're expecting me to chase, so you must not be interested. And it's not necessarily in that exact degree. I mean, that's kind of how it plays out, or it did play out in one form or another, but it doesn't have to be in a toxic way. Innocently, it's just, oh, that person doesn't seem to be as interested as I am in them, so then I guess I'll give them their space because I'm not looking to overstep boundaries. But then both of them end up feeling like that, or thinking that way. So quality time is the love language here. This is where they will be spending time together. Here, you don't have to feel like it's the divine masculine speaking to the divine feminine. He says, I want to spend all my time with you. You don't have to feel like you're stepping. He's saying basically he feels like she can't give him enough affection and attention. She's not going to overwhelm him. She's not going to overload him. This is what he's saying. Like, he says something about it must be one of his love languages. He needs that. She gave him space because she felt like he wanted space, and he felt like she was not interested because she was giving him space. It sounds like a miscommunication in actions. There it is. So he says, you can't give me enough love or communication. You're not going to overwhelm me. In fact, I need that. Something about, especially after everything I've been through, he was either neglected or abandoned or mistreated, taken advantage of, taken for granted. There's something about him. He says, it's why I understand you. I know what you've been through, and I know what you're dealing with because I've been through it too. Well, that went deep. Not surprising, I'm a Scorpio. Comes with the territory. Self-love and rekindle. So misguided disconnection. They're wanting to come back together. And he's saying something about actually it played out better because that small bit of distance between them made him, there's no doubt in his mind that not only are they not supposed to be apart, but he doesn't want to be. It, on a small scale, showed him what being without her would be like, and on any scale, large or small, he doesn't want to experience that again. It's kind of like experiencing how the feeling of losing someone would be without losing them, or before you even have them to lose them, in a sense. And so you value them to the point where you don't have to lose them to realize that you should have valued them more, because you already value them to the point where you know how worthy, how valuable they are. Yeah, see, self-love. And so you take care of that connection. You don't have to fumble it and lose it in order to realize that you should treat people better. Some people do that. Some people in third party situations, they run around and they cheat until they lose a good person and they want that person back, and they can't have that person back. That person doesn't want to take them back. The cycle is closed, or whatever situation. And that's when they realize, well, I guess not always. Sometimes they try to replace that person at first. Sometimes they try to pretend like it doesn't bother them, but when they realize eventually that they can't replace a person, that they can't really distract themselves from feeling like they still want that connection, they realize that they should have taken care of it when they had it. But some people to lose good people in order to recognize that they have good people, and some people don't have to lose good people in order to know that they want them back, right? Some people just see the value for, and they take care of the connection so they don't lose it. Holiday. You know what though? This is, I had to do a double take on this card. That's his hand leaning around the tree. But you know what it looked like for a second? Divine masculine and feminine spending time together, and then some creepy ex or something trying to lean around the tree to spy on them. Yeah, the comparison between people who lost her and then people who don't need to lose her to know that they don't want to lose her. You know what I also heard? I just heard Beauty and the Beast. More specifically, he says, it's a Nothing on You by Dan and Shay. I was laughing at your stack of books. Beautiful girl in your own little world. You've been stealing my heart like a gypsy. You got all of my attention. 23, 22. And you're not even trying. It's a natural draw, though, that they have. He says, I want to spend time with you. Something about, I hear, I had dreams about you again last night. So this is somebody who, he says, I want to come out of the friend zone. Let go of the past. This is old people and situations. And then also any possible miscommunication or pause in their connection. Anything else? No. Let's do Divine Feminine now, shall we? Heard that. And I know it's hard, but girl, you got it, there you go. Can't you tell the way they're looking at you everywhere you go? It must be hard to be that fine. All these motherfuckers wanna waste your time. But you're so amazing, and I'm so proud of you. Everything's adding up, you've been through hell and back. It's why you're bad as fuck, and you know you are. Bad I am, all of these bitches I am better than. And I never mention everything I dabble in, but my shit's so what you gotta paddle in. Also heard a row, row, row your boat the fuck away from me. Felony, felony, just try to test me and I will cause a scene. Meaning, don't try me or I'll call the feds on you, karmics. Hellfire or holy water? Are you going to pull the Grace or the Frankie out? 10 out of 10. I recommend Frankie. In fact, I just cleaned my piece this morning, so let's pack a fresh one. Now, don't get me wrong. Frankie is Frankie regardless. Okay, she's always there, even if Grace has to come out. But whether or not you get to kick it and hang out with Frankie, or whether or not Grace comes out like a guard dog to defend Frankie, well, babe, that depends on you, so choose wisely. I don't recommend the Hellfire. 26-22. Duality! Arm, yeah, Frankie, but take no shit, Grace. End of that discussion. Now that that's been appropriately addressed and established, moving on. And nothing on you. Dancing in the summer rain, singing when there ain't no music, dancing when there ain't no music. We make our own music, all right? I have a song for everything. If there's not one, I'll make it. Cheers. $27.22. Music is life, dude. Do this for the ones that treat the music like a drug. Or the music, was it music like a vice and lyrics like a drug? Music, lyrics like a vice and music like a drug, right? Divine Feminine. What's she thinking about this Divine Masculine? That there's honest communication between them, that this is an honest connection. She can communicate openly with this person who's also reciprocally honest with her, or that there needs to be honest communication. What's she thinking? Acts of service. That either yes, I feel like it's both. Like, I do feel like this is a Divine Feminine who does things for, or wants to do nice things for her masculine. And so I was thinking about that. I see somebody baking something, like cooking dinner or something for their partner. Divine Feminine doing something nice like this. I see her also doing, I know it sounds simple and kind of stereotypical, but his laundry. And it's not always like this. This is a split partnership, but like maybe he's busy doing something and she's tossing in a load anyway, and she sees that he's got to be done, and so she thinks of him and makes a point to do something nice for him. She knows he's had a long day or has been on the road or something, so she makes his favorite meal and has something, acts of service, does something nice for him. Something about also paperwork. This seems like they're living together, or they will be. This is future energy for some. She sees that there's something, paperwork that he's either filled out or that needs to be filled out, or it has a deadline or something, and he's either busy or he won't be able to finish something in time, so she just finishes it for him. It's not something that she doesn't know how to do. It's not something that, you know, he has to do. It's something simple and something that's important. Maybe it's like healthcare insurance, making sure the paperwork's sent in on deadline or something, but something to take some weight off of his shoulders and a bit of the tasks, or a task even, off of his plate. But this is the big one I was picking up, and I picked this one up first. There's thought of divine masculine, or she knows, thinking she knows that he wants to come through and support her and help her. This could be with, in some cases, like, again, very stereotypical, but things around the house. Maybe there's something that she can't get done by herself. It's too much of a task for her, even just as one person alone, male or female. But he has no problem helping her with it, or wants to. This also, in some cases, that rescue. Oh, I hear highs and lows. I'll be there for your highs and lows. Give you mine when your heart gets broke. By your side when you're all alone. I will be there and I will be there. No, not yet. Divine Masculine says inhaler. No, no, no. You sound squeaky. I know. I really love this energy. This is a nice... He's not arguing with me because he knows I'm not arguing with him. Normally I'll listen when he says something like that. And so I said no, but I didn't have to say anything, and he's already picked it up. Oh, if she's saying no to the inhaler, there must be something else. There must be a reason for it. Yep. I know she's not just being stubborn. Nope. Meaning the relief that the inhaler will bring will cause another issue that right now is not worth... Yep. Yeah. So telepathic, he says. Yeah. Neither of us have had to finish our sentences before the other knows where they're going and can answer it. But here's the key, though. To never expect that to remain in permanence and reliance. Meaning, if you just automatically expect to always be on the same page, but then you stop communicating physically, and or you stop tuning in spiritually, you stop aligning, right, on that frequency, then you're going to be on different thought waves or track waves. And if you assume that because you're consistently on point that you always are without ever checking in, then you won't know if you slip off course or one person needs a little support or something like that. So keep that, and it will continue to strengthen the other connections too. Now, the reason that those are, even when the light workers or twins aren't in physical communication, when the telepathies fire and the energy's on point, it's because there's already an established connection. And again, even if they're not in physical communication, they're on the same spiritual wave. If and when they're not, that's when there's distortion, even in the telepathy and the connection. But it's that mind, body, spirit, Trinity aspect. As long as you make a point to give nurturance and balance to all sides, neither one of them will have to overexert and suffer. Imagine a triangle, mind, body, spirit. A triangle that's even. If you pull one of the sides of the triangle, one of them's going to go really long and acute, and the other sides are going to distort as well. So mind, body, spirit. If you neglect your mind, your body and your spirit will suffer. If you neglect your spirit, your mind and your body will suffer, and so on and so forth, no matter which way you spin it. And they're all important. Ideally, we're really balanced also within work, leisure, and play for optimal health and flow and function, and really just peace of spirit. That's not always possible when it comes down to survival in some cases, and sometimes, which is when it becomes a problem. That's when people get stressed and issues arise. We've seen it. It's why karmics target people to try to cause those problems. Narcissists specifically try to target people to cause those problems. 3522. But this is also why we seek to continue to realign and keep pushing forward as light workers. The devil always wants you, whether it be just in general or through people, whether they know it cognitively or not, to think that you have no control, to think that you are powerless, to think that you have to submit to the abuse and oppression and that there's no escape and that you should have no hope. And that is how it tries to have any sense of power, by making you disbelieve in a higher power, in divine source. It's a trick. The same way that these karmic people think that the devil is powerful, and these people who worship this dark energy, that they'll be powerful. No, that's a manipulation. That's a trick and a trap. The devil wants people, light workers, to submit to it by trying to scare them into submission. But the devil knows that karmics are selfish and lusty and impulsive, and so they're stupid enough to believe that when the devil says that they'll be in charge and they'll have power, if they bully people, that it will work. They try to scare light workers out of believing in the divine, and they try to lure, based on lust and greed, toxic karmics into believing that it will give them more power or notoriety on some level. They fell for it because they're greedy and selfish. Don't fall for that. A lot of people, including karmics, people who worship the devil, believe that the devil was once a fallen angel, or once an angel that God kicked out of heaven, and they just think it's so unfair. But what happened was the devil was being nasty, lying, manipulative. Everything that it's been doing is what got it booted out of heaven. Thought it could try to be God, claim God's spot, but didn't actually wanted the title of the crown, right? But didn't want to treat people right or use the power appropriately. And so God said, no, you're not the boss. And because the devil couldn't dominate angels, it was reduced to the hell realm, according to this, and reduced to trying to lure and manipulate humans. Reduced to the lower earthly plane. This is where free will choice comes in, though. The devil couldn't convince God and the angels that it was powerful, because it's not. So it tries to trick people, humans. But it's the same lie. It's the same lie it's spinning that got it booted out of heaven. I don't buy it. God doesn't make deals with the devil. We don't negotiate with karmic demons. End of discussion. Cheers. I heard that demon slayer, narcissist slayer, yep. I also just heard Miss Ma'am. Okay. Where did it go? I don't know. Hold on just a second. I don't know. I picked something up about no. I picked something up about nettle and hawthorn earlier, but I can't seem to find the hawthorn. I think what happened was I ran out and forgot to replace it. I'm gonna have to grab a bottle of that. Also of some chickweed. Write that down. Chickweed. Chickweed. Hawthorn. I do have nettle, so we'll use some of that. Okay. So, what is divine feminine thinking? That the feelings between the divine masculine, it's so funny. 1222. This is giving air sign energy. I'm asking about what the thoughts are, and they're about feelings, but air signs, while like Gemini, for example, symbolize the lovers in the tarot. So the communicators, the lovers, also the twins. They're very mental based energies. So especially if they've been hurt, sometimes they will either like tune out their heart and just listen to their head because they don't want to trust their heart again, or they will think or overthink about their emotions because they're not sure whether they can trust their heart even when they want to. So real feelings, dreams come true. She's thinking about the fact that this is a true connection where she can just let go and be and fall in love, and that the signs are with her. The universe is leading her towards this connection. And while there has been either a separation period between them, he's giving protector energy though. This is a twin flame union, twin flame recognition. She knows that he's her twin flame. What is she? Yeah, look. What is she feeling about him? And I've been looking for a lasting lover. 44, 42. Flames of passion ignite. Burning desire. So it is a chemical mutual attraction bonding, but there's love here. Comes from many lifetimes. I'm hearing. Yeah, see, and this is why she's willing to be open to this connection. She's also willing to accept his offer of support. And look at her, two things in the kitchen here. Thus looks like she's getting ready to go out. But I did pick up something earlier about her wanting to do something nice for him, although I'm hearing him not want her to be in the kitchen and do things like that. He wants, like, he's not going to control her. I'm not going to control you. You do what you want, but I don't need or want you to be in the kitchen or stay in the kitchen. I'd rather you hang out with yeah. No relationship with no stereotypes, no gender roles. I love this. Look, see, gift giving. And that's what I was just hearing, this divine masculine saying, like, let me take care of it. But also, there's the reciprocity card. Divine feminine feels like she has offerings as well. She feels like this is a healing connection. 4622. She wasn't necessarily looking for, like I said, she had her armor on and she happened to bump into him, or the universe brought them together somehow, gained their attention, brought them to recognition of this. And look at the way she's stripping her armor, so to speak, off. She's able to be, let go of whatever physical attachments were here because she feels safe with him. Yeah, there's chemistry between them two. So she feels like either he's reaching out, he will be reaching out, or she's to expect a call or text from your person of interest. Yeah. She feels like she needs to accept that love connection, that offer from him, because she knows where it will lead, not even just physically as in intimacy here, but within, see, there it is, this physical manifestation of this divine union. So this is business together for some, this is living together, this is having happy, stable family life home. I just saw a dog or animals having like pets together in some cases. I see traveling, affirmations, good conversation and communication, and they love each other, but they love themselves, and they help each other see each other even more clearly, and it helps them love themselves through, and vice versa. It's their self-love that allows them to have such love for the other and manifest a balanced partnership. Anything else? What is divine feminine feeling? Yeah, she's feeling the draw to this connection. And the keys are perfect match. So what is she wanting? Quality time, to spend time with him. For this to be a solid, lasting, I've been looking for a lasting connection. For natural evolution, also she wants to be able to, I hear, when you would rather be alone than in the company of the wrong people, and you would rather isolate than let people touch you because you know they're just trying to grab on you and pull on your energy. There's something special about having somebody who not only do you want to come towards you, not only do you want to open up to, but who has as much draw towards you. Look at the way he wants to protect her as you have towards them, reaching out, right? It's about the right company, Divine Masculine says. Yeah, he says, because this is somebody who understands exactly what Divine Feminine means, because he says, he might be an artist or a creator on some level. He says that, in fact, I know this particular energy is just based on where this is going. He says that he's had people do this to him, and it's like he'll sleep with somebody who ends up being a Jezebel or a karmic, or just deal with people, whether it be physically that way or not. even not. And just being around them drains his energy. And then he says he doesn't have the energy to create or even like take care of himself or his environment the way he wants to, because he feels like he needs to balance himself out and recover from either their energy being projected at him or him having to recover from them trying to siphon from him. Yeah, he'd rather be alone than in the company of the wrong people, which is precisely why he understands her, because that's where she's been too. Okay, feeling, what does she want with him? Responsibilities, for them to take care of their responsibilities together. Workplace romance. This is a working together on some level. For them to communicate, love affirmations, love language, honest communication. Okay. Loving words hold power. What is she doing to get what she wants with him? Quality time. It's like when he reaches out to ask her to spend time with him, like I said, she's doing that. I've been looking for a lasting love. And either accepting whatever it is that he's trying to offer her and or reciprocating. But he does seem to be showing up trying to offer her something, some kind of proposal, whether this be an actual proposal or proposing that they move in together, proposing that they spend time together, proposing that they are in business together, etc. This is your true love. And there are calla lilies in the background. So they're usually funeral flowers. So there's an ending of cycles here. It's these karmic cycles ending as this love opens up. What is she doing to get what she wants with him? There's also, she's been working on her business, or rebuilding her business, or building her business. Twin flame recognition. Yeah. She's honoring the connection even though there's been space between them in some cases. Because the universe is speaking to her. The divine is calling her. Yeah. Telling her not to worry about any issues, especially if karmics were trying to cause money problems, which they have been, and came out. Because there's this divine connection coming through instead. Because he's her best friend, and vice versa. And they keep each other's spirits bright. You are worthy. There have been people, though, trying to either interrupt, or it's not even, it's like they're being blocked out, though. They're mad that they were blocked out, or they've been trying to, if not spy on the connection, then throw nasty energy towards it or block it on some level, but it's not working. They're focused on each other instead. The divine masculine and divine feminine. Yeah, see? Focused on each other, purifying. What is she, this divine masculine or divine feminine, doing to get what she wants with divine masculine? Following the signs and the synchronicities, which are calling her to open up to this connection and allow it to deepen. Responsibilities. Anything else? What's she doing to get what she wants? She's allowing this connection to come through on the physical plane. This is also not being afraid to open up to this physical bonding, physical connection, love. I hear PDAs. I seem like even just simply like hand holding, cuddles, like hugs. I see him, like that. Like gently holding or just like stroking the side of her face with one of his fingers or his hand. He's really gentle. Dreams come true. Falling in love. You're worthy. We're falling like the stars. We're falling in love. And I need you to know. Swear to God I can see. Our kids on both knees, you and me. Live one on each knee, you and me. Yeah. So what is she doing to get what she wants? She's taking care of herself. She's loving herself. Being honest with herself. Also being honest with him. Anything else? Yeah. It's very simple. Self-explanatory. For Divine Feminine, they don't like this truth. These karmics call return to sender and or rebuke that now. In the name of the Divine and the Holy Spirit. Healing connection. Memento. Friendly support. So final outcome is that he's coming through with love and support. And this is a lasting connection. It's a perfect match. This is a divine match. He's talking about being drawn to her, how he's drawn to her. You're worthy. Anything else? The same cards just came out. We're done. Please remember to pray. Do no harm. Take no crap. 5722 on the count. And I will catch you on the next one. Blessings and namaste.